After leaving the terrorists for the cops, Michiru and Ogami will go on to Ogami's place, and on their way there, Ogami turns into his human form, and he tells Michiru to do the same. When Michiru tells him that she doesn't know how to change back to her human appearance, Ogami was surprised about this, and Michiru was also surprised to know that beastmen don't hide in their beastmen looking appearance, their animal appearance. So, unfortunately for Michiru, she would still stick out like a sore thumb. Once Michiru and Agami get back to his place, we meet two more characters who are seemingly a married couple who help out Beastmen when they first arrive in Anima City. They inform her that only Beastmen can stay in Anima City, but when Michiru tells them that she's a human, they do a Beastman DNA test, and she's 100% a Beastman. No matter what her prior life was, she's a Beastman now, and she cannot accept that reality, and she can prove that she's a human by her student ID. However, her wallet did get stolen at the festival. Michiru will go looking for her wallet the next day, but she'll bump into Marie Uetani, who would essentially tell her that all lost items eventually find its way into Rabbit Town. Michiru would find Rabbit's Town, but she would be jumped by Madame Rabbit's henchwomen, and she's brought for Madame Rabbit herself. Michiru would tell Madame Rabbit that a weasel named Marie would tell her that all lost items wind up in Rabbit Town, and she's looking for her wallet. Madame Rabbit has her wallet. Indeed, it's true that all lost things do find its way to Rabbit Town. However, Madame Rabbit will give it back if Michiru will help them with one order of business. That one order of business would help some kids to learn to read and write, because if they could learn to read and write, their lives would be infinitely better as they are learned children. So Michiru goes to teach the kids, and she learns a lot about beastmen, such as they have this deity known as the Silver Wolf that's supposed to protect them. And she finds this a little bit silly, but she does grow to love these kids. But these kids would have a dark fate for them. Turns out the whole reading and writing thing would help them better with their lives. Turned out to be a front, due to being able to read and write would have made them sell for a higher price, as Madame Rabbit was planning on selling the kids after they were taught, but due to some things that happened, she now has to sell them off early. This in turn would enrage Michiru, who would be sickened by the idea of beastmen selling each other for business. But Madame Rabbit simply tells her that the strong trample on the weak and the weak trample on the weaker. And this, of course, still enrages Michiru. The kids begin to cry out for the Silver Wolf, but Michiru tells her that their god will not come to save them, and she does her best to escape from the cage that they were in. Michiru would be able to break the cage with some of her magic powers of a Tanuki. As the kids and Michiru try to make an escape, Madame Rabbit's henchwomen are able to overtake them and would have been in big trouble. Except, unbeknown to Madame Rabbit and Michiru, Ogami has been watching the situation very carefully, thanks to orders of the mayor. Ogami would be able to easily overpower Madame Rabbit's henchwomen, and when he discovers Michiru's wallet, and indeed she is a human, Michiru is just so overtaken by the whole experience that she announces that she hates Beastmen and she hates this place. And I don't blame Michiru for this, because after being through almost being sold, terrorists trying to blow up a festival, all within a short period of time, I would have harsh judgments about a city and its people. But I believe Michiru is just overtaken by the whole situation. Episode 2 is very promising still in its storytelling. I do think that it is bad story writing that Beastmen would have to hide as their human selves in a city where only Beastmen could live. So I have to say this is a mark against the show, but overall that's just nitpicking for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of BNA Reviewing. Thank you for joining me today.